Well, we're here very comfy in the mat, and I'm here with our main event MMA fighter, Wesley Brandon. Now, I find it very comfortable here on these mats, but I'm sure this is basically where you live. It kind of feels like your feet are imprinted into these mats almost.
Definitely, definitely. I spend a lot of time on the mats. You know, a lot of people would not think it's as comfortable it is to me, but this is kind of a home for me right now. So
It's comfortable for you, but I can't imagine it's too comfortable for your opponents.
I try to make it that way. You know, we'll see how comfortable they are. You know, you never know who trains what now. So
Now, we saw you a couple of weeks over at our press conference. Now, the fight is, again, right around the corner, like I was talking to some of the other fighters. How are you kind of preparing? Are you more mellowed out now, or it's kind of full force?
now it's starting to gain full force, starting to get excited, starting to get the nerves, a little tension. You know, which really fuels me. So now it's time to pick up the pace real hard for the next week and a half, 2 weeks, and then just mellow it down a little bit so the body peaks out right. So it's coming time to pick up the pace hard, you know.
Do you have any rituals that you do right before the fight or leading up to the fight?
Not really. Night before the fight, I like to watch a lot of weird movies by myself, you know, try to put my mind away from the fight, you know. I've noticed the day of the fight, I tend to, like in the locker room area, I tend to lay in the floor for some reason. I don't, maybe it's to get close to the mat or something, you know, I don't know. But other than that, you know, not very weird, you know.
So no weird superstitions like not washing your gi or anything like that?
I'm pretty weird about my gis, but nothing like that with MMA. Definitely got to make sure my legs are shaved up a couple days before, things like that. But, you know, nothing major, you know.
So we manscape before the fight.
What's that?
We manscape before the fight. Little.
Exactly.
And what can we look forward to? Is it your striking on the floor during this fight?
Hopefully, you know, definitely my strength is always going to be on the floor. But I'm definitely not afraid to stand up. I have a lot of stand-up experience, a lot of kickboxing experience. I hope that the fight is mixed up. I don't want it to be a one-dimensional fight. You know, I definitely want to trade a little bit, try my wrestling out a little bit, get a little more experience with that. So ultimately, I think the finish is going to be on the ground, you know, but we'll see what happens, you know.
Have you researched your opponent?
Yes, I've watched a lot of footage on him, a lot of older footage, you know, and you can never go by that. But we have a game plan. You know, my game plan is relatively the same right now, but we have a good game plan for him, tweaking here and there, you know, throughout the training. So we'll see what happens.